Welcome to Ancient Secrets channel. Let's be brutally honest. Some of you are exhausted. You've been showing up, doing the work, staying consistent, and yet, silence. No applause, no signs, no proof that any of it matters. And that silence? It's not just frustrating, it's corrosive. It starts to eat at your faith. This is where most men give up. Not because they're lazy, but because they've never been taught to walk without validation. But the Stoics knew better. The path to power isn't loud. It's quiet. It's slow. It's unseen. And at the end of it is something far stronger than success. It's identity. Today, we follow a man who understood this darkness deeply. Yukio Mishima. If you walk with him, you won't just win. You'll become unstoppable. 1. He chose the shadows over fame. Mishima wasn't born into greatness. He wasn't a samurai by blood, but by spirit. A novelist, playwright, philosopher, and ultimately, a warrior. He trained his body in solitude, shaped his mind with discipline, and chose to live by a code in a world that had forgotten its own. He didn't chase popularity, he chased truth. He said, "A man's life is never completed until his death, and the last thing he must do is leave behind a form that will not shame him." Mishima understood this. Greatness doesn't bloom in the spotlight. It forms in the dark. 2. The agony of invisible progress. You've been building something. A body, a business, a better self. But no one notices. There's no applause, no feedback. Just effort and silence. It feels like failure, but it's not. It's the hidden stage of transformation. Just like bamboo grows roots for years before breaking the surface, your progress is quietly forming below. Most people give up too soon, digging up their dream to see if it's growing. But Mishima? He kept writing, training, evolving, without needing proof. That's how true strength develops. 3. Detach from outcome, the warrior's way. They told you motivation comes from results, but Mishima proved the opposite. He didn't pursue art for validation. He created because it was his duty. Every novel, every sword movement, every drop of sweat was a meditation. He lived by this principle. Do not chase results. Pursue form. Pursue purity. He detached from praise and focused on purpose. That's Stoic wisdom. Detach from what you can't control and pour everything into what you can. When you stop needing the outcome, you become indestructible. 4. Silence is the forge Mishima trained alone. He wrote in the stillness, lifted in silence, bled through words and iron. Silence wasn't his enemy, it was his teacher. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." Mishima embraced that silence. It was the forge that burned away illusions and shaped his identity. Don't fear the quiet. Use it. Sit in it. Let it refine you. That's where strength is born. 5. Train like a ghost. Yukio Mishima built his body in private. He mastered art and swordplay away from the world's gaze. Why? Because visibility is a liability. If you are seen too soon, you are judged before you are ready, he once implied in his actions. In today's noisy world, everyone's broadcasting their every move. But true mastery grows in secrecy. Train like a ghost. Let them think you're still, while in reality, you are becoming lethal. 6. Boredom is the gatekeeper. Boredom isn't failure, it's transformation. Mishima repeated rituals daily, writing, lifting, practicing strikes, reading philosophy, not for excitement, but for evolution. The ego hates stillness, but the soul thrives in it. Monks chant for hours. Warriors drill the same move until it becomes instinct. Mishima knew the mind sharpens when excitement dies. If you're bored, good. You've finally arrived at the door of greatness. 7. Your pain is your proof. We live in a world that hides pain, as if discomfort is a weakness. But Mishima saw it differently. Pain wasn't a problem. It was proof that you're alive, proof that you care enough to grow. Every time your muscles tremble, your spirit breaks, your will is tested, that's a marker. Mishima didn't numb it. He leaned into it. He made pain his mirror, a reflection of effort, discipline, and devotion. Pain doesn't stop you. It sculpts you. 8. Modern warriors still train in the dark. This isn't just ancient philosophy. David Goggins ran on broken legs. Kobe Bryant practiced at 4 a.m. Not for fans, but to battle themselves. They didn't need a crowd. They needed clarity. Mishima was the same. He turned his pain into poetry, his loneliness into discipline, his art into a sword. Real warriors aren't chasing likes. They're chasing self-mastery. 9. The void is the real battlefield. There's a place in every journey where nothing works. It's not failure. It's not success. It's void. That's where Mishima wrote his most painful truths, where he sculpted his body into armor, where he stopped needing validation and started embodying purpose. Most people quit here. The void whispers lies. But if you endure it, you become unshakable. That's when the world finally pays attention, not because you begged, but because you became undeniable. 10. One strike changes everything. When Mishima confronted his final moment, it was not out of despair. It was the culmination of a life lived with conviction. His final act shocked the world. One strike. But that moment was forged in decades of silent preparation. You don't need thousands of wins. You need readiness for one defining blow. Prepare in darkness, and when the moment arrives, strike without hesitation. 11. Burn the timeline. The greatest lie? That success comes on a schedule, that you'll arrive in 6 months or be respected in a year. Mishima knew life has no calendar, only commitment. Stoicism teaches, burn the timeline, replace it with a vow, I will persist until I transcend. No deadlines, no guarantees, just the discipline to endure, the fire that outlasts hope. That's where legacy is forged. 12. Final victory over self, the Mishima standard. Yukio Mishima didn't die with regret. He died undefeated, not by winning every battle, but by never betraying his code. He walked forward through mockery, silence, isolation, and contradiction, and in the end, he wrote his final page with blood and conviction. His life was a testament to this truth. A true life must be written with one's own hand, even to its last sentence. You may never need to make his sacrifice, but you must inherit his spirit. Walk forward, train unseen, live with clarity, and die without shame. Become the blade. Thank you for watching Ancient Secrets. If this journey stirred something inside you, subscribe and stay the path. The world may not recognize your discipline, but it will feel its impact one day. Keep walking, keep sharpening, because when the time comes, your silence will strike louder than applause.